Hi, friends. My name is Yasmin Arrington Brooks, aka Yazzie Speaks. I have been in the nonprofit sector for 14 years. Here is another example of how and why it is very important and key to have one or two people, doesn't have to be a whole tribe. That would be nice. But let's just start with one or two individuals in your life who are either in your industry, they're familiar with the ins and outs, and they're willing to be honest and transparent with you. And when they see you struggling, actually be willing to help or just to give you a nugget of wisdom or a gem. Okay, ready? Here it goes. So, some of you may know that I founded a grassroots nonprofit organization back in, the idea was conceived back in 2010. I won't go through the whole story, but my grandmother and I were, brainstorming and putting our heads together and trying to figure out how I would afford to go to college. And the answer was scholarships. And so I was also going through a social entrepreneurship program as a teenager. And it was going through this program that I basically realized, because that was a part of the curriculum, realized that I had the agency, even at a tender young age, to be able to make positive change. And so basically what I did in a nutshell was took my personal experience and applied it to my social innovation idea, right? Which ultimately became a 501c3 nonprofit organization. But because I was po boy, I was po, still making a living, still humble, making a living. So this nonprofit does not have an endowment. There is no wealthy family person, member, whatever, actually contributing to the nonprofit. So that means that we're always at ground zero. Anyhow, by the grace of God and just, never giving up and hard work ethic and really believing in the mission, which is honestly an ongoing, you really have to hold on to your hope and your belief in the mission. When things go awry, when you have challenges, that's going to be on an ongoing basis, in a lot of cases, especially if you've never done this before, especially if you don't have an endowment. So anyway, there was a gentleman who I was introduced to, and very wise. He's been in different sectors, education, higher education, like colleges and universities, also education on the agency, federal agency side, and also nonprofits. Little birdie told me, Yasmin, you need to get an audit and you need to start getting audits ASAP. Now, I had heard about audits, right? I was told that my organization didn't have to worry about an audit, should wait until we reach 1 million. By this time, we were probably at maybe anywhere between 300K to 500K, right? And he said, no, do not wait. You get an audit, start getting audits now. You guys, that was the best piece of advice, knowledge and wisdom that I'd ever received up to this point. Now, there were people in my orbit at the time who knew that this would be the right thing to do, but for whatever the reasons, I was just not told. And so instead of me doing my own research, mind you, I was very, very young. I was in my early 20s, probably my mid 20s. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to research or to look for. But I'm telling you that one piece of advice not only saved my organization, it saved me, and it had also put us in a better position to go on to, do big things and get CNN heroes and all these other things. So this is why it is really important that, one, you be careful, who you're telling your inner workings, your operating, who you tell this information to. Um, but every smiling face is not a friend, is not really, may appear to be supportive, but may or may not be all that supportive, for whatever their reasons are, right? Okay, fine. But when you have you're doing your work with integrity, you really believe in the mission, you're here, you know that you're called to change lives. You need people like this who are willing and able and not afraid to give it to you straight, no chaser. To give you the information when they see you struggling, or they see that you don't know something, to actually tell you. It's up to you how you receive that information, how you process it, what you do with it, if anything at all. But I'm just so grateful to this man, for just giving me that nugget of wisdom and information and knowledge, because it changed my life. So if you all like these, I'll keep rolling with them and coming up with real life examples. But yeah, so that's all for now. See you guys soon. Till next time. Peace.